Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm still choking.
Still choking. Start the show with just Mario choking.
Just dying.
He's just dying, so it's fine.
He's just dying.
You want to hit on something at the beginning? Before we start?
Why we didn't have one last week?
Because didn't we have a special one? We had one like 2 days before something.
We did?
No,
that was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks
That's
ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, we didn't do one last week.
Yeah, we just didn't do one last week.
It was literally the day of the hurricane.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, because we didn't want to come out here. Yeah, we didn't have.
It was just raining. It was not.
Yeah, for us, it was just raining.
We had like light showers. We barely got hit.
Yeah,
we live in San Antonio, which were like a couple miles away from Austin, which kind of got hit also.
Yeah.
And then Houston got messed up. Houston still messed up.
Man,
the whole coast is messed up.
I look fucking dark in your
Are you shy?
Well, he can light it. You can light it up, right? Yeah, so it's all good. So yeah, that's what happened. It was really a precaution because we didn't know what was gonna happen. Correct. They said one thing, it kind of did something else, and it kind of intensified to being something worse.
Yeah.
And then
Did you see the pictures?
Of what?
Just like the 3 days before the hurricane and after the hurricane. 3 days apart. It's like like a baseball field, right? Flooded. You can't even see the pitching mound and stuff like that.
This is shot on what's the day?
The second.
The second. So
September 2nd.
Like literally Trump just left wherever Houston, and he just say it's not good.
Yeah, this is just how we're starting off this podcast because it's very important.
Well, it's important because in the context of what we're trying to get people to not think about, we have to explain what's going on.
Yeah.
For one, LA currently has a massive wildfire going on.
That I didn't know of until you told me.
And then
which is amazing.
I think it's LA, California, whatever. Then we have the Harvey relief going down in the coast area. People are donating like crazy for that. But then slightly to the east coast, we have another hurricane coming.
About to be hit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, as projected, it's gonna hit from Florida going up to Georgia to South Carolina, Virginia, all those. So that is the stuff we're trying to distract you from for an hour-ish time.
Yeah.
So you want to start with anything? You have anything?
Other than we've just been playing 2K17 for the past 2 days. But what do you have? You said you had something way more important.
That was it. This was the PSA. That was it. That's all I want to say.
PSA.
I have something.
Because you guys said you had something before this started.
Well, I said I got nothing. You didn't hear me right.
Yeah,
I said I got nothing except for how we've been playing 2K17 and 18 is right around the corner. It's coming out October 17th.
That's like a weird uptick in activity for 2K17, even though
it scratches an itch where those games are like specific gaming types have came out in the last month that don't scratch that gaming itch for most of us.
You had like this whole thing with Destiny 2.
That's coming out next week, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay. But yeah, I was just really into it. I wanted to create a character. Me and Joseph were just hanging out. I was like, why don't I just make a monstrosity that is Girth Fromo?
And then it was my turn, and I made Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. And then it just took off. There's already, 7 other people now?
Which you'll probably see gaming next week on it, maybe?
Depending
if we feel like shooting that.
He just made his character that he usually has in every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Scorpion.
You might see within the next 2 weeks if you feel like doing
you
that.
Guys just
but it's more fun.
Cut, actually cut.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. It's because I started that in the very first game that I made Scorpion in. He had just one giant cut on his chest, right?
Yeah.
But then
you have that for some reason.
Yeah, because you could just pick it for some reason. And then so it was just as the years progressed, I just like that character so much. I don't know why. I just like the character so much, so he's kind of a staple. I make him in every single game, and the more games he's in, the more cuts he gets from all the fighting.
Yeah, obviously. He's gotta have all the cuts.
So that's the only reason.
What gets me is I was watching you create it before I had to leave. I was watching you create it. It's just small cuts that are just open.
Yeah.
It's very disgusting.
Did you see the South American champ belt.
No, I haven't seen all the
See
belts
that.
that you made.
Oh, I only made one.
I only saw the what is it? The truly gifted. Yeah, I only saw the truly gifted.
Truly
one that you
gifted
made.
belt. Yeah.
I haven't seen the other stuff yet.
We have to make a stadium so that Girth and Hans Stans can have their final match. Final match.
Hopefully.
It's gonna be an Iron Man match. Even if Hans loses, he doesn't get his guarantee.
Oh, no rematch?
No, he has to
This
re-earn
ends the rivalry?
This ends a year. A year of...
A year plus, basically.
Yeah, a year plus was from SummerSlam to SummerSlam.
Oh, so exactly a year then.
Exactly a year.
Okay.
Yeah, the 1 year Iron Man. That's how you're gonna end it. It was
It'll be 30 minutes of just them two fighting.
yeah, 30 minutes of just them two fighting. Guaranteed 30 minutes.
Yeah.
In a custom stage I have to make. That's a whole thing. So we have the Lucha.
The Luchador, Del Lucha.
The luchador.
You gotta get a whole lot. Figure it out. Heel.
No, he's not. He sees it as a heel. I don't see him as a heel.
He said the reason he didn't win is because he didn't have his guys.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're called the El Niños.
The El Niños. The boys.
I haven't caught them yet.
The boys.
I haven't created them yet, but yeah.
That's fine.
I'm gonna make a weird cut there.
What happened?
There's too much like open space over there.
Okay.
I don't think you have to cut it.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah,
Well, I don't
just
think
be
you
a
have
random
to
cut.
cut it,
But yeah, we've created a whole universe that has yet to be even
Announced to
test.
the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic because it's like, I would have never done this shit on my own. Because it's like, how the hell is it fun being by myself? Like,
Yeah.
it's so like lonely. Like,
And
but
it
you
all
guys,
started with two characters, the ones we created. I'll start with them. No real rivalry. They just wanted the belts. They just wanted the belts. 7'4" cruiserweight, 130 pounds. The bare minimum just squeaked underneath.
Oh no, I think it's 160, right? I think that's the
Well,
lowest.
it's 130 because I made. What was his name? Kerbed. He's exactly twice his weight. He's 260.
Oh, okay.
He's exactly twice his weight. But he has another rivalry with TU.
Fucking names.
Yeah, but Hans Stans right now has the Novo Championship. Big Show has
The truly
the
gifted.
Truly Gifted. I have a tag
Like
belt
at
that
this
Novo
point,
got.
you're saying all this stuff. We need to shoot something with those characters.
Yeah. The first match is going to be the Iron Man match.
You're gonna have him watch a 30-minute thing.
Yes.
You fucking serious?
Or you just do, Elimination Chamber with 6 of the characters.
Could.
I don't. When we first got the game from Joseph
Yeah.
had it. It was sitting at his house. I was like, yo, I need to play something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was bored. There was nothing out. And then we kind of wavered for it. And then 2 days ago, you just went with it. It was insane. You spent way too much time already playing more.
Thing is, I'm not playing. That's
Yeah, I
the
was like,
thing.
this thing is not. He's literally creating and
If
simulating.
it takes you 30 minutes to create something, you're playing the game.
It takes you less than
Oh.
30 minutes. I don't spend no more than 30 minutes on a character.
You're not wrestling. You're just creating.
I'm just creating.
Yeah, you're not
I'm
wrestling.
watching it build in my
I
eyes.
bet you would love either Zoo Tycoon or any other stuff because it's essentially the same thing.
I
You're just
had a
creating
stint with Minecraft,
and
but
letting
then
it
I
go.
got bored with Minecraft.
No, but see, Minecraft is you actually doing stuff
Yeah.
physically. On the other stuff, like Zoo Tycoon and all those other games, you're creating it and letting it be. That's what you would go crazy with that.
Just want to.
I'm
Like
just
these
saying.
wrestlers going at it. Just like this.
Yeah, like I said, I never would have had that idea. Like, I mean, it's cool. Like, it's great that I can finally play that game again with multiple people. Because it's like, that's the reason why it was just like sitting in my little game closet. Because it's like, I was done with it.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do the Fortnite thing, or Jose just did it for me. He gave me. They sent up a code for Hand of God, the Smite Tactics game, and where they give you a code, so you give it to somebody else, so you can have somebody to play with.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if that's the new thing gonna happen with games.
I highly doubt 2K would do that. For
Like if you,
wrestling.
but it would have to be a cost of like, oh, they bought the $200 or the $100 game, you get an extra
Oh.
code kind of thing. It won't
Okay.
just be base
Yeah.
game for base game. you would have to spend more money on it.
Oh yeah. See, no, I had no intention of spending more. It sucks though because Batista is gonna be in the John Cena version, and that fucking sucks.
Oh, but
what?
Give us
Yeah.
I bet there'll be packs you can
Oh yeah, of course there's packs, so like you just have to wait. But yeah, like Cena's coming out with his own edition because he's been in the company for 15 years. So they're having a Cena Enough edition.
Seen enough.
Yeah, that's literally what it's called. Cena Enough edition. And it's gonna have like RVD and Batista like already
You
guaranteed.
get like an action figure also.
Yeah, you get like a statue.
You get a bunch of stuff for the John Cena edition.
You get more in the John Cena edition than you do in the deluxe edition.
Okay.
It's crazy. But yeah, that's what they've been doing.
He just finishes the most recent character.
Yeah.
Hasn't had a match yet.
Which I don't even know if he's going to. Remember I was telling you about?
Yeah, you want
I was like, I don't know.
Manager or something?
I was like, maybe a manager. Maybe he'll take on a manager position, or he'll just be like an Undertaker kind of thing.
Shows up only at big pay-per-view.
Yeah, big pay-per-view, and that's it.
Okay. Crazy with it, man.
Hey, this backstory, but Lucha, we smuggled him into the States.
I created this whole backstory for
Allegedly.
Lucha, man.
We have a month and a half to literally like take 2K17 to the fullest.
Well, this could be our universe like pre-alpha.
Yeah.
And then when we get 18, we just explode because there's supposed to be more stuff on that.
Yeah.
Let's create a lot of characters.
Yeah. So we want to build a backstory and everything, and give concrete to these characters.
Yeah.
Well, shit, in this one it was already to where you could create like 100 characters. I think this is like the first time that they had it to where it's like that many custom slots.
Yeah. I have no idea anything about 2K18. I don't know nothing about it.
I'm trying to stay away from it because it's like I don't want to like blow my load too soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
like,
want too crazy.
Yeah, it was like the only thing I'm looking at is the roster reveals that they're doing every week, and it's like I'm not really. I mean, I figured everybody that's in it is gonna be in it. It's all those staple legends that they have, and it's all the current roster. With the exception of some random people, like, who the hell is Sawyer Fulton?
I know, they have a bunch of
I was like, I figured you might know.
I've never heard of.
Yeah, I was like,
from
who is that?
Before WCW. Around like the Bruno Sammartino-esque era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's where they're from.
Yeah.
Because I don't know something. If they have Bruno, they're going to want his rivals and other people.
They have King Neville. I saw that.
God damn.
They better bring in Piper because that was.
I think Piper is in it.
He better be because it was a jib that he wasn't in. What is it? I think 2K16, and it was literally the game that came out the year he died, and they didn't even add him in. I was like, he hasn't been in the past 2 games. I was like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. He's influenced a whole bunch of fucking people.
Yeah, of course he has. He was at the very first WrestleMania. Come on now.
Jeez. What did you say about Alexa Bliss stuff?
Oh, somebody on Twitter, if you look it up, was like something about her thighs not being thick enough. Yeah. Which is very rude. You never should talk to anyone like that. I don't care what situation that you're in. Yeah. You don't be like, oh, where's your... No. I don't care. Social media is still being social.
Wait, what?
You could have said it a whole different way.
So they revealed that Alexa Bliss was going to be in the game,
right? Screenshot.
Right. So it's like
somebody commented on that screenshot.
It was like a down shot. Right? So you can see her thighs. You know?
Yeah.
Right? And somebody's like, she's thicker than that.
And she replied, rude. Of course, you don't tell a woman, you know, especially from her backstory of bulimia and all this other stuff, or whatever she had.
Yeah.
You know, you don't tell, like, you don't talk to a woman that way. You don't do that. You don't do that.
The audacity.
Yeah. I don't care what platform you think you are on. You don't tell her in public, and you don't do that stuff. But yeah, she, you know, it's like, my thing was if they could get John Cena's arms Hulk size every goddamn game.
Yeah, they can get someone accurate.
They can get everybody correct.
They can get Dana Brooke to look normal.
Yeah, because like her model in 17, oh boy, she looked
Nate
bad.
Young's model in 17 was terrible.
I haven't seen
from a creative standpoint.
Yeah, but see, the reason why they didn't put much focus on her is because she's just announcing.
Yeah, but she's only put one of the biggest faces you see every week.
Yeah, but
wrestle.
Yeah, I was like,
everybody knows Renee Young.
Yeah, everybody knows it, but like, she's still.
She was on Total Divas.
Still side character.
Now she's everybody loves Piccolo and SmackDown.
Everybody loves Piccolo. Still side character.
In your story.
Your story.
Yo, who was the first one that you went to? Goku when he
And
went
no,
to,
I didn't comment on
he went to Gohan
Renee
and Vegeta.
Young's physical feature. I'm saying from the graphic standpoint.
Oh yeah, 2K17. Yeah. We understood.
But I don't want to be like, oh, he just said this, and he'd be like,
Like Master Roshi, side character.
in your story.
In Arrow's story.
I'm sorry if I look for every week Piccolo.
Hey,
Master
I
Roshi.
almost beat Super 2 on Dokkan.
I don't know how
for
you're
boss
that
rush.
strong. I don't know how you're that strong. Okay, so this is what happened. I was playing Dragon Ball Dokkan. No one else was playing it.
No one else is playing.
I was, play. Jacob gets it, and then he takes the ball, and he just doesn't run in the end zone. He runs out of the stadium till next week.
Yeah.
And he surpassed me on levels. I'm only 123, 5.
I'm 203.
And you're
I'm 0.
he's
Yeah,
competing
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
but
way.
yeah.
And it is difficult to do that. What he did was impossible, and he did it.
I was just grinding one stage and just build levels. And then
I wonder if you build levels through that way and not through training if your guy becomes stronger. I really want to know that because I could do anything but trainings.
You know, I had that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and I did like the special thing is Power of the Pinnacle or something.
Uh-huh.
Now, like bosses, when they hit it like with their big special move, it only does I think 3,000 or 4,000 damage. But when they normally hit, it's like 10 or 15 hits. Like he has amazing defense. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, not even canon. He's like one of my aces. He's just what? Do you want some of that?
So what are we moving on to? We went from there to...
Well, tonight's Super.
Today is Saturday.
I was like, yeah, since we're talking about Dragon Ball Z, I might as well continue the Dragon Ball Z.
Super.
You saw last episode.
Dragon Ball Super.
No.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen the Roshi one.
Well, we can go. When we finish this, we can watch
Relax,
it.
dude. You know I'm not a big anime head.
You don't have to be. It's Dragon Ball. Get out of here.
It's Dragon Ball. Get out of here.
So yeah, last week we're not gonna spoil. We're not gonna spoil anything because you should watch it. You should be watching it.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
But there's a potential spoiler, right? Apparently, Gohan's new form was revealed. Yeah.
No, don't say anything about it. We don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything leading that's going forward, they've written perfectly. And it has that core again. It has that feel again when we first watched it years ago when it was they were fighting Frieza for the first time. They were doing all this stuff.
The Ginyu Force.
It skewed off because the main writer decided to leave and then he came back and God, I wish the show never ends, but it will.
Yeah,
it will end again. So.
In the manga, I just read this today. In the manga, you know Goku Black. Apparently, he does go gold hair first, and then he goes into rose.
Oh,
yeah.
He skips over.
In the manga, he does that. But in the show, it's just like, yeah, just go rose.
Yeah.
Screw it. Rose, pink hair. He's better or whatever.
So yeah, that you should be watching. It's awesome. Yeah. Today's gonna be awesome too. It's gonna be pretty cool, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about something that I'm jazzed about. Jazzed about.
Oh, it's within a week, right?
What do you mean days? Days away. There's literally 4 days. This time in 4 days from now.
This time in 4 days from
Ish, because it's only gonna be 8 o'clock, so 3 hours in 4 days.
Stop.
3 hours and 4 days.
No, 4 days and 3 hours. Or ish, whatever the hell it is. Destiny 2 comes out.
I was like, yeah, if I can get to the...
Destiny 2 comes out. I want to explain why I'm so excited for this game. Not only because it's a continuation of a story.
Yeah.
You know, for the children.
Got it.
For the children.
But it's like, it's not the greatest game on earth. It doesn't even pretend to be.
I didn't say it was.
It has a massive following. People are geeked about this game. For me, I have friends now that I'm gonna know.
Day ones, right?
Day ones that will literally be. I've known these guys since it came out in September. It came out September.
I thought it was
3 years ago.
2 or 3 weeks after actual day one.
Yeah, it was 2 or 3 weeks after, but still day one. They got the game day one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know people from San Antonio, from Tennessee, and from South Dakota.
Yeah.
Because of this game, right? And people in Canada and Alaska now, that I would never have known if I never bought Destiny.
You say Canada?
Yeah, he's like,
What?
What?
Kinda.
You said
But yeah, it's I can't even explain. It's so good. It's so good. And hold on. That's like the third one I've heard it today.
it's probably supplies.
Probably. So Destiny 2 comes out in a couple of days. I'm geeked. We've played Destiny 1, me and my group and I, for 3 years since it came out.
Too long.
And like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, one of them wanted to just play a stage, just to play a game, just to play it, just to re-get
Just to have
into
fun.
it, back into it.
Right.
We've all got the game. Some may not be able to play because of school. Some may not be playing because they're not in the United States. Some,
It's just,
but yeah, the promotion's about to hype
Canada,
up the next couple of days. You'll see it on TV because of that. Did you see the live action trailer? They did?
I did not. And
It's pretty cool. You should go watch it. It's really funny. The core concept of the Destiny group is cool. Destiny's community is that's super serious. Let's make it funny.
What does it feel like to be an addict? Is that...
Yeah. But I'm not completely sure on if the raid comes out this weekend or next weekend. Because that's the biggest part of this game. You can play solo and do missions and do the story. You can do strikes with people up to 3. But then some people never even touch the story and just go straight into Crucible. Which is every game type now is 4v4. So you got that. Then on top of it, you have the 6-man raids. Multiple layers you can play this game on. So it's a big community. They made it easier to find people. Easier to get in a group to find to play. You got the super serious people that are just going to ruin the game for everyone once they unlock and leak stuff. I'm literally in a half a year from now, I'm going to be itching for Destiny 3 or the next raid or whatever. Because this game,
you gotta get it right into your system.
Yeah, man. And then the big thing about it was that it was going to be a 10-year plan. And they're already 6 years into that plan.
They failed that.
Ish.
Yeah.
Or 4 years into it. But yeah, if they see like a massive amount of people playing this game day one, this game ain't stopping anytime soon. No matter how bad the story is or anything, because people didn't care and still people played a lot last game.
What makes you think that I would play? If I stopped playing the first one, like,
because John would most likely get it.
Yeah, if he gets it for me again, like he did last time, then yeah, I'll play it for a bit.
I swear to God, if you had an Xbox, we'd be grinding, homie. The grind was real.
You gonna play it?
Yes. I played for a little bit, then he got out of it.
Who?
You?
Yeah. You got boring.
Yeah, like,
it's more because we were trying to level you up.
No, because before you guys were like, oh, we couldn't help you out. I was like, it was boring as it is. I was like, oh, this is it.
I don't know.
Like the story was all over the place because there was none.
Yeah, there was no story.
I
agree with you, and every Destiny player understands.
That's straight
there
up
was no
me
story.
There was like, that's it.
It was all in the Grimoire.
So it already rubbed me wrong before I started playing the multiplayer itself.
I didn't read.
Then I started playing the multiplayer. Then it was like, oh, get these really ridiculous weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, cool. How do you get them? Oh, it has to be a group. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah.
I can't just
try. And it's by chance.
Yeah, I just can't boss it by myself or try and
you could if you want to break the game.
You see, but like, where's the fun in like, oh, I need 8 people to help me with this one thing.
First of all, it's 5 other people.
8 people to help me do this one
But the thing is, you didn't have to play the game.
That'd be cool. Me and one other dude, that'd be fine. Right?
You could just go into Crucible and get material that way.
It's so boring.
Did you play Crucible?
I did play Crucible.
A lot?
Boring.
It's not boring.
Straight boring.
No, it's not boring.
I don't even remember what the Crucible is.
It's not boring.
Like if you had if a person had the right weapon, they could one shot you and you were like, oh.
No, in Crucible everybody's levels are equal and all the weapons.
That shotgun?
Oh no,
Right?
shotgun.
I was like,
yeah.
what? Like that's it?
What do you mean Call
So
of Duty? It's
boring.
one bullet.
Well, that's what I hate Call of Duty too.
Well, you just hate games.
No, I hate
You
those.
like playing by yourself.
I hate the multiplayer.
You like
game.
Assassin's Creed where you play by yourself the entire time.
Assassin's Creed is fucking fun.
No, then see that's what I'm talking about.
I
Everybody
love
has their
Assassin's
own
Creed.
certain amount of games they want to
It's
play.
so boring.
Like I find Smite
boring.
boring.
Yeah.
The players move extremely slow to me.
Yeah.
I've installed and uninstalled that game 3 times.
I have never watched gameplay of that, so I have no idea what it's like.
It's just you like a different type of game. Destiny wasn't for you.
Boring.
To you,
I even played them all. I played them all. I gave it a chance. I gave it like 2 weeks each.
put the
Oh,
caveat to
100%.
me.
Huh?
Put the caveat to me. It's boring.
It's boring. I
To
stand
you.
by it. I still buy it. I still buy that it's boring. It's still.
You like what's that? What was it called? The Gundam game you like?
Reborn?
Oh, I understand that it's grindy, but I don't like it because it's characters I get to play as.
Yeah.
But other than that, like if you really take out all that, I still find it boring.
Of what? You mean the game you spent hours and hours playing?
Just to get one thing, yeah, fine.
What game are y'all talking about?
3, right? You're talking about 3?
Whatever,
Or you're
Gundam,
talking
what is it
about
called?
Gundam Reborn?
I don't know. The Gundam stupid
Both.
game.
Both
The
is
Gundam's
repetitive
stupid game.
as fuck. I only play it because I like the Gundams.
Exactly. You play it because you like the Gundams. I
Not
play
the
Destiny
gameplay
because
itself.
I like playing what I'm playing.
The
You're
gameplay
just
itself.
nitpicking certain
I don't
aspects
like
of
it.
one game and then
Yeah.
saying you don't like it, but you played hours of it.
Well, I can still hate a game. You hate Destiny in all reality?
Yes. I don't know. There are aspects of that game I hate, but I enjoy playing with others. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I got tired of playing and kept playing.
You're literally doing the same thing I just did.
No, there's a difference. I want people to enjoy playing Destiny
Yes.
at all costs because there's different aspects and levels to that game. You hate it because you say there's no story, and I agree.
It doesn't have a story.
wait,
You're telling me I'm not
wait.
wrong because I hate
You're
playing-
not wrong.
Yeah.
Base game Destiny has
Yeah.
no story.
Yeah.
Unless you read the Grimoire cards. Second, if you stayed with the game, the DLCs that came afterwards put a lot of story into it. That's why Destiny 2 happened. Because more people liked what came afterwards because they learned from their mistakes.
Alright.
And I'm gonna play shit out
You
of it
say
for
I
the next
still
3
can't
years.
hate it?
And you're
You're
not.
saying I still can't hate it?
I don't hate Smite. I learned that it's not for me. And Dota
Anything
2 and all that
else?
stuff.
What game do you hate?
I'm staying out of this, man.
What game do you
This
possibly
is
hate?
between Jacob and just Mario.
I'm just like, it's just games that I focus on. Like, that's it.
Dude,
I
you
can
become
hate
obsessed
games.
with games, man. You obsess about games.
For like a week or two.
It's
And
just
then
not
done with
games. You have caught Yu-Gi-Oh? You got obsessed with that?
I get back
You-
and forth.
you-
That's my only hobby.
Beyblades?
Okay, like I go back and forth. It's literally like years apart though.
But then you get into it and it becomes your thing, man.
I don't know what are you trying to prove right now? Like
That
seriously,
I
what
get
is-
obsessed with games also. We're the same person.
First of all, no, we're fucking not. No, we're not.
I'm saying I find it very
It's the
fun
whole thing.
and Destiny 2 comes out.
But it's
I'll
like
play it.
you're taking offense because I say I hate Destiny.
No, see,
There it is. There it is. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Right now.
you good?
Yep.
Okay, so I hate Destiny. I hated Destiny because what they promised wasn't what we got. What we're finally getting is what they promised. Destiny 1 was the beta for Destiny 2.
There's two people
Because
in
they fell into success after they actually put work into making a story and making the game fun. That's why I hated Destiny. Cut up.
I mean, what? As far as Destiny goes, or just
Yeah.
I got nothing, man. Like I told you, like I only played base to Taken King, and like it was sort of fun, but it's like for me personally, I just don't do FPS that much, so that's why I stopped playing it. So like when I get like even with Call of Duty, like it's fun every now and then. Like Call of Duty for me was that game to where it's like I really feel like just messing around. Like I'll put in Call of Duty and go online. Like I never took that seriously.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious pissing people off in that game. Like, I remember there was...
Those guys put in hours, so they're upset when they even get shot once.
Like, I remember it was this one time I was playing, like, I'll never forget it because it was just hilarious. I was playing, the main gameplay the main game mode I liked playing was Drop Zone, because I just loved the chaos that was in it. It was like, if you don't know what Drop Zone is basically, you go to a point that's on the map, you hold it down, and the more that your team holds it down, you get care packages dropped that you could help out.
That's like the big one.
Yeah, I was like, Drop Zone was fun as shit. My sister actually got me into it. Yeah, but there was this one kid that was on the, like, and I say kid because he's, like, from the mic, he sounded like he was 12, 13.
Got you.
Like, I just kept killing him. And every time that I killed him, he would just get more upset. And he would just be like, oh my god, who is this? Like, dude, like, that's the greatest thing to do on Call of Duty. And being that the fact that it's like, I'm not even that good at the game, but I can still make people rage at it, it's like, that's what I just found amazing.
Well, Call of Duty has become this weird thing where it's like, just people get so angry. Like the littlest things. There's so much anger built on Call of Duty.
I find the same thing in Madden, and you can equate it to Call of Duty. Just because you play a game for 100 hours doesn't mean you're good. For some reason, some people believe, oh, I prestiged 5 times. I'm better than everyone. Wrong. You just played for more hours than everybody else did.
The best guy could just like not want a prestige. He just wanted a certain weapon. So he's just like, I don't care about prestige. I just want this weapon.
Yeah.
And so like that's it. It's just he just decided not to prestige because he found it was stupid restarting over just so he could get a different emblem.
Yeah, that's why for the longest I didn't actually, like, in Call of Duty, that's, like, for the longest I didn't prestige because of that reason. I was like, man, you're starting all over and you get one unlock? I mean, I guess that's cool and all, but, damn, you're starting all over.
Yeah. It's not like a new class or anything. It's just like, one thing.
Yeah, it's like, you just get an automatic weapon unlocked, or perk, or whatever the hell you want.
But it goes to the thing, like, you have to be, if it's in you, to be first. Right?
Yeah.
Everything is ranked. Everything is listed. If you're on the top, that's what you're striving for. Yeah. But if you're just the kind of person that likes just doing stuff because they like doing it, why? There's no reason to be first.
Yeah.
So, that's my thought.
That's your thought.
Being first isn't always what's all cracked up to be. Look at celebrities. Oh, first. Look at The Rock. The Rock's life, amazing. But he has to deal with literally everybody all the time.
Like as soon as he wakes up, it's kind of like a get up and go.
Look at his.
And then that's what inside him. Yeah. Who am I to judge him? I'm judging that if you're first, you have to want that.
You ever saw that? It wasn't even a video. It was just like a picture of the Hercules diet.
Oh yeah.
It was so much. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, just eat so much food. Yeah.
I don't even eat that in a day.
Yeah. He wakes up like at 3 a.m. to go to the gym and then eat.
Iron Paradise, that's what he calls it. I think that's what Iron Paradise.
Like, it's crazy. But speaking of The Rock, he's not even like, as far as celebrity gossip bullshit, he's not even like the highest paid actor anymore. Apparently Mark Wahlberg beat him. Wahlberg
right
I think
now
was like the top actor.
Floppy.
Yeah,
but it's like Mark Wahlberg. That's what kind of threw me off.
Making your own movies, of course you're eventually gonna,
because you get directors pay, and you get
directors
actors
pay, producer pay.
More like all these guys.
All the money goes to me.
All these guys making the Marvel movies are getting percentages cut of whatever.
It's also why Justin Roiland, the creator of Rick and Morty, he does the voice of Rick and Morty, and then he does animation,
and he runs the company.
It's like he gets all that money to him. Yeah. He's just like he doesn't have to pay that to anybody. It's like just 2 leads. He puts in 90% of the show. It's just like I'm both of those.
It's amazing. It's crazy. Like what you call it? There were some cancellations. Dark Matter got canceled.
Yeah.
And then
Killjoys got renewed
for 2 final seasons. Why announce 2 final seasons? Doesn't make any sense, guys.
Well, Mr. Robot's on his last season.
Well, yeah, because that's what
he straight up was like only 3 seasons.
Oh yeah, there's only three parts. This is it. But Dark Matter got canceled, which is pretty shocking that it did. Sci-Fi is stacked right now. But the reason why that thing got canceled, it's easier if you have 2 or 3 leads in a show. That show had like 6 that they had to keep weaving in and out.
Yeah.
So sucks to see it go, but like I said, Killjoy's got 2 more seasons.
Did it end well?
Killjoy?
Dark Matter.
Dark Matter. I haven't seen it yet. I watched it. I've been binge watching other stuff.
You still haven't watched Death Note yet, and you said you were gonna watch that.
I caught up on Blood Drive. Fantastic show.
Did it end? It's like end.
No, I think they're gonna get a second season. It's not been announced yet.
That show? Second season?
Yo, that show's insane.
First episode, there's sex. Just right off the bat.
It's amazing. This show is amazing. And there isn't another show like it. And will never be another show like it. That's how great it is. It's absurdity, man. It's just straight up absurdity.
What were we talking about?
Blood Drive.
Before Blood Drive.
Something else, I don't remember.
Alright.
I can't remember. But then you got into me not catching up on shit. But
definitely.
I've caught up on Winona Earp. Mm-hmm. That show's not for everyone. And I know how ridiculous
you
that is.
told me that.
Yeah.
And like arcs that would be season arcs in other shows. There's like 3 or 4 episode arcs.
I think the main woman got pregnant in real life, so they had to weave in her being pregnant on the show.
Demon Baby, right?
Ish.
Because
I'm not gonna ruin it because I was a season for that.
As I was washing dishes, you were watching. I was Demon Baby. Like I could hear you from where you were sitting. It's a Demon Baby.
No. See, you were doing the dishes. I was watching.
Headphones on.
I wasn't watching Winona Earp. I was watching
Kesha Prey.
We'll get that in a second. But no, I was watching Blood Drive, and what I was yelling about was the twist in episode.
Demon Baby.
No, it wasn't Demon Baby. Well, I never yelled Demon Baby. It was the twist in Blood Drive. Was like shocked the hell out of me. It was gross and it was fantastic at the same time. It was amazing, the twist in that show. But yeah, it wasn't Demon Baby. It's a fun show. It's not for everyone. But yeah, I think they had to do that for that show. That's slowly catching up on everything. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, you brought up Death Note. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh my god. I never watched the show, so I have no input on the show.
Well, I'm talking about the movie that came out.
Show and
you want to talk about it?
No.
Cliff noted real quick. Just cliff note, Bo. Just cliff note. You gotta talk about it. It sucked. That's the general consensus of what everyone has seen. Is that it's garbage. Watch it at your discretion. I'm not saying don't go support those actors, because there's been terrible other movies that we've seen. Dragon Ball Evolution.
It's better than Dragon Ball Evolution when it comes to source.
It's pretty low. Dragon Ball Evolution pretty low.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
It's the most worst adaptation. Worst.
Hey, at least support William Dafoe. William Dafoe is awesome.
Only in it for 5 minutes.
Which sucks.
5 minutes
which
total.
sucks.
Somebody actually timed it. Only about 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Sucks.
For some reason, the only reason we can come up is because of the relief stuff. Yeah. There's been overhead activity for the last 2 days.
But yeah, we'll just watch Death Note, the series, not the movie. First half
at your
of
own
the
discretion.
series.
Go watch it if you want to need something to watch.
Only the first half of the series?
One of the first, because then they changed the character like it's an arc. You gotta watch it.
Here's the thing,
you gotta watch it
after you watched it.
Arc.
After you watched it the first 2 days, he was giving it. It's like, now it's been about 4 or 5 days. He's like totally trashing it.
Well, I never said it was garbage.
It feels like you are.
I'm saying
it feels like you are.
I'm saying it's not a good movie.
That's not trash.
Look, it's like
2 days ago you were like,
straight up, it's just a movie, right? It's like if a college student had ideas. He had ideas. Like it was essentially a movie fan fiction of Death Note.
A terrible fan fiction of Death Note.
Without like sexual stuff and stuff like that. It's like, what if they were together the whole time? It's like, no, don't ruin.
So essentially, they did it again. A studio was able to get rights to a name of a show.
Death Note.
They took elements of that show and wanted to Americanize it, maybe?
Yeah.
And westernize it, whatever you want to call it. To an audience. The only audience that watches that show are people that watch Death Note.
Yeah.
Everybody watched the Japanese anime series. You didn't have to do a direct adaptation.
Yeah.
but you couldn't stick to the row side row.
Yeah, I know.
I felt like they
How
created.
about you watch it?
I'm gonna watch Death Note. I gotta watch the anime, and then see almost then watch the thing and be angry 2 weeks from now.
My thing is,
I'm gonna be angry 2 weeks from now.
How can you see Death Note, the series, right? See Ryu, cool character, right? And go less of him. Like that blows my mind.
I already went through this. You're going through this now. You went through me with Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Evolution.
We've been through this. This was 10 years ago.
We've had conversations where I actually made the start of the movie, how it could have been better. First of all, no high school.
No, he never went to high school. Never did. He's an alien baby. Oh my god.
See, I've never seen Dragon Ball Evolution all the way, and I'm glad that I have. Because the little bit that I have seen of that movie made me want to vomit.
You know what the Dragon Fist is, right?
Yes, of course.
And you know what the Kamehameha is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They put those two together. He goes, Ka, me, you know, does the whole spiel.
Yeah.
Ha! It's the Dragon Fist. It's the Dragon It's the Dragon
The only good thing that came out of that was
It's key.
uh,
You gotta control your key.
Emily, what's her name? Emily Rossum.
Oh, she got
Emily Rossum.
Shameless right after that. Right?
Shameless and the lead guy also.
Justin something.
Yeah, Carwin. They both got casted in
We
Shameless.
figured out that name together. You saw
That's the only good thing that came out of that whole thing.
Still hate Destiny.
Sorry, you gotta go bring it full circle.
You can hate Destiny. You want? Guess what I'm doing? When Tuesday night, 11
Playing
o'clock.
Destiny too.
All night.
You ain't got school the next day?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna be exhausted. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna park. I'm gonna walk my half mile to my class, and then I'm gonna hop back in my do the half mile. Then walk back and come back home, start it again, go get my sister, and come back, play it again. It's literally gonna take over my life, and I'm excited for it.
Take over my life. I guess you can say it's your destiny.
Dun, dun.
Oh, I want to leave so bad. I want to walk out of here right now. Oh yeah.
Too sweet.
My whole body clenched. I didn't see it coming. Everything just hurts. Oh my god, I'm losing sight right now. Just losing. Oh.
Okay, we're going to our next thing. So, 2 days ago, shh, slow down over there, crowd. 2 days ago, I was driving to school. Was it 2 days ago?
School drive.
I don't know. I was coming back from school. I heard a song on the radio,
Oh yeah.
and I was blown away. I was like, who? I don't know who this is. It was a breath of fresh air from the radio, right?
From the radio. Okay.
Normally I have it on, I have it on low, whatever.
The breath of fresh air from the radio.
And I was like, who is singing? It took me like 2 hours after I listened to the song to come up with possibly what the name was. And then put in Google. Google told me. And I was like, huh, it's Kesha.
Yeah. It's Kesha's newest song, Pray.
It is
Praying?
Praying or something.
I haven't heard.
It's fantastic.
It's the first time in a long time that treats the bass drum. What just happened?
You're dying? Drink some water, homie. You got water right there.
Yeah. Go.
So,
Fuck.
it's just, if you understand who, okay. If you know who Kesha is, you know what she's been through for the last 3 to 4 years. And what artists do, what good artists do, are able to turn in their pain into actual, you can feel it, right?
Yeah.
But she did that perfectly. If you understood and you could feel her pain and what she went through. If you're not a fan of Kesha, you don't even know who the hell Kesha is, and you just happen to listen to this, you could still be like, damn, this is deep. I don't understand, but you yourself have been through something, and you'd be like, yeah, this is like a bring you up type of song. Mm-hmm. If you're feeling low, if you're feeling whatever, it just brings you back up. And I was like, God, when I didn't know who it was, I was like, this is a great song. After I realized who it was, I was like, I understand where this pain is coming from. Yeah, it's still a fantastic song.
Like you know, some artists like they just throw a bass trap in there. Mm-hmm. Like she threw a bass trap, didn't matter. She thought about it.
Had a choir in it?
Yeah, I think
And the
that.
choir, she hit the high octave or whatever.
Yeah, like right
It's a
near that.
fantastic song.
Yeah.
So yeah, that changed. That was amazing. Amazing song.
Yeah, cool.
What do we have now?
Ha!
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, this is our Labor Day weekend, and this is what we're doing.
I'll be editing.
We ain't got nothing planned, really.
You come over.
We run out of gas. We run out of gas.
Yeah, right. No, there's a panic. We're not running out of gas.
Go walk down the street. Tell me if there's a gas station that has gas.
There's a difference.
In
We're not
our
running out of
community,
real gas.
in our little world, there's only one place with gas right now.
Oh, for
The HEB on Goliath.
yeah.
There was gas over there by my mom's place. That's where I was this morning. They were filling up over there too. At both like Valeros, they're literally right down the street from one another.
Full lines, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
So
course.
everywhere is packed, either has gas or not.
They needed a guy to fucking direct the traffic.
And the thing is, no one normally Labor Day weekend people go down to Corpus. Can't go to Corpus.
Can't wear white after Labor Day.
Suck ass. Suck ass jokes. You got jokes.
There's so much disgust right there.
But yeah, so everybody's staying in town. No one can leave.
Yeah.
The people that don't know what's going on in Texas are oblivious that we don't have any gas and getting gas.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, you know, we're going to be playing 2K this weekend. Play Destiny for the rest of my life. And I'm probably going to die eating cheese sticks.
Oh.
Cheese sticks.
I love cheese sticks.
Let's just,
Sorry, random
from
fact.
where? From where?
Facto.
From where?
Sonics.
Sonic's cheese sticks. I don't think I've had those.
They're terrible for you.
Alright. So I gotta
But
go.
they're delicious. They're delicious. Sometimes when they forget the marinara sauce, I cry.
You cry. Alright, like if you cry every time. Or, you know,
Yeah, but they're
No,
awesome.
I get it.
Sonic's really good. Hold up. We ain't sponsored. We'll never be sponsored. Don't plan to be sponsored. Sonic's is really good. Like their side things, like their other side items. But Burger King's burgers is what it's at. Sorry.
You mean just over Sonic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Where it's at for fast food restaurants. That's where it's at.
Wait, Burger King?
I understand where I went wrong. It's second. Wait. I understand where I went. I know where he was leading me, and I didn't see the roll.
You said
it's
overall.
second.
You said overall.
I know what I
where
said.
It's at.
I forgot for 1 second that the greatest fast food restaurant exists just in Texas. Whataburger.
There you go. I was like, I mean, over Sonic, right?
I've never had In-N-Out. There's apparently an In-N-Out in Texas, right?
Yes.
It's in Austin? Is there one in San Antonio?
No, there's one in San Antonio.
There's one in San Antonio?
Yeah, there's one here.
Good, you can buy me one day. Because I'm not going to pay for In-N-Out because I already have the greatest burger. Whataburger.
You act like I'm from out of state.
You're going to buy me In-N-Out. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I have to try it anyway because of the fact that that's California's answer to Whataburger. So
In-N-Out, so
yeah,
Mhm.
and that's
Every time you hear somebody, California, I used to be now.
yeah. That's California's answer to Whataburger.
How often do you go into California?
Right? I just flew to California. Shut up, toss off.
Toss off.
Dang it.
Son of a gun, man.
So that one game that I was been seeing on my PlayStation news feed,
It was dirty.
it's called Ark Survival Evolved.
He plays that.
What's the big deal with that? Why am I
That
seeing it
game-
everywhere all of a sudden?
If I can explain it, it's imagine Minecraft,
Right.
better graphics. It has to do with dinosaurs. They keep on expanding on it. It's basically Minecraft.
Okay.
But if you get your own server, you can play God.
Alright. So it's essentially Minecraft.
Yeah.
Because in Minecraft you can literally do the same thing.
You can create, you can get to level 100, you can go and do all your stuff, and people have created clans and communities and all those stuff.
So there's no real like objective. There's no story.
Just like Minecraft.
Alright, fantastic.
But Minecraft's getting a
Here's the thing.
resurgence.
It goes back to the Destiny Gundam thing.
Oh, here
It's
we go.
not for me. I don't hate the game. I don't find it boring. It's just not my cup of tea.
See,
I'm not
I
a
haven't played it
creation
myself.
guy. I'm not a creation guy.
Yeah, I haven't played it myself. I've just been seeing it like every time it's like, oh, your friends are online. Here's what they're playing. Arc. It's like, and if it's not Arc, there's like one Sonic Mania, one Rainbow Six, one Call of Duty. But all the rest is like Arc.
Next week.
And
11 o'clock at night.
2K.
4 days from now.
Yeah, you. It's actually you. Yeah, from 2K17.
All his friends are going to be playing Destiny.
Yeah, I'm not even like.
You're like, oh, Destiny, 2K17. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Even if somebody goes in and be like, I hated 1. What about 2? They got you.
Didn't they change like 3 different times, like the system for the first Destiny? Because it was light at one point, then it was actually leveling up.
You level up
and
to
then
20,
it was like one more
then
thing.
the light gets you to 40.
Yeah.
I think so. I played it for so long, I forgot. I was 40 for so long. No, yeah. What happened was you get to 20, and then at some point they changed it to 40 level. Then they changed it to, arbitrarily they would change it from 300 light to 325 or 350.
Yeah, they kept increasing the light capacity.
Yeah, people were getting pissed off because then it would go up every time a new raid came out.
Yeah.
Or a new activity came out.
So what did it end at? Like 400 something?
400. Just 400.
Oh, 400. Oh, okay.
Maxed out everything.
Okay.
The infusing thing broke the system because you could infuse. You could get drops if you were like, I think if it was a 399 or 395, you could get drops that were 400. So you could do it through Crucible or strikes or raids. And if you really like guns, you would just infuse the weapons that you'd get and stuff you would get to get you to 400. I never did. My Titan's not max. My Warlock isn't max. But guess what's max? The light and the level.
Alright.
Yeah, I broke the system. That's how you break the system.
Alright.
I took all my Hunter stuff that I wasn't using, transferred over, and infused.
Yeah, I only had a Titan class. That's all I had.
I was just Hunter main. That's it. Titan's alright. Warlock's OP.
So I kept hearing. I never played the Warlock.
Well, it was like a good distance fighter, right?
What?
It was a good distance fighter or something like that? You just chunk shit?
No, some of the stuff on the, like, they had like a fire thing for the Warlock.
Yeah.
And when something would give you the ability just to spam the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And then they broke it and they fixed it. But yeah, it's they added another subclass kind of thing to it. So you imagine that grind. You're not just trying to level up one thing.
Yeah.
The story itself is gonna make people play it, then unlock that third subclass after you're done. So people think, oh, I'm gonna beat this way. No, that's not how it's gonna work. Yeah. They're gonna force you to play the whole entire.
You know, not for nothing, but do y'all think like grinding is becoming a bit of too much of a trope?
That's why I can't play Arc. That's why I can't play Arc. I can't play Smite. I can't play anything because of the grind.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, Destiny has a grind. Even your Dynasty Wars Gundam had a grind, so it kind of.
The Destiny grind was real.
It was like Gundam the grind.
Yeah, it was like that had like
Gundam Reborn grind.
I think it was an easy way to, like, before all these games came out, I was like, you have to choose a world to play in. You have to choose, and now it's like, well, if I'm gonna grind in this, why I'm just grinding this? This is nothing, then this is nothing, then this is nothing. Like the grind right now for me is Fortnite.
Yeah. Like, see, Fortnite is the grind. Marvel Heroes is the grind. Like, even your Dokkan game, you're doing the grind. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like too many games are relying on grind nowadays.
I think you're correct. But what changed?
Not denying it.
No, grind is every game.
Yeah.
But the only reason why people keep grinding and why grinding's not gonna go away, it's one, it keeps people engaged, right? I gotta get that. I gotta get that, right? Yeah. The second thing is rewards. That reward drop is so like, oh, I did it. I got rewarded for it. That's why people in Destiny, in every goddamn thing, want to be world's first. You're the only one to get that world's first thing. Because there was a reward at the end. You got an emblem. Boom! That emblem indicated that you finished and you were one of the first. And then everybody else got the emblem at the top and the shader or whatever, and like, that guy did it. And there was a gun in the last raid, where you had to like turn all these things on and go figure some other stuff out and then beat the raid. That was probably the most grindy thing people did. That's from day one to the last thing.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just like, I felt like, I know the main purpose of grinding is for, like you said, the reward, but it's also like just key replayability. That's mainly what it's for. But it's like I just feel like certain game series that weren't using it that much are now like going like, let's add a grind. Like even Assassin's Creed, like aren't they getting more into the RPG role now? So it's like
because now
I'm
it's
sure
like a tier system for
so I'm sure that's gonna have a grind to it as well.
What do you call it? Path of Exile. That go look it up if you want, and Jay can find one and put in the link. But the skill tree for me, I'd say
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
The Path of Exile's skill tree, probably the most ridiculous skill tree of all time.
Is that a game?
Path of Exile?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's on, I think it's on every platform, but it's literally 200, 300 nodes, and all different colors. All everyththing's different. Like it either raises you up just 10, or it gives you an ability. And it's like a tree, literal tree. It's the most absurd tree I've ever seen.
It's like one that sprouts. It's a tree. It's got roots and shit.
Yeah.
Fortnite has the same thing, but their tree is more linear kind of thing.
More like a roadway.
Yeah, because it starts at 1 and then it spurts out to what your playing style, and you can do the node. I'm maxing out everything. But yeah, grinding's not going away.
No, yeah, I know it's not going away. I just felt like it was seeing it everywhere.
No, it's definitely more becoming a surplus.
Mm-hmm.
It's like grinding everywhere.
Yeah, and like I just felt like it was becoming.
Like, I want to play this game. Oh, you gotta grind 50 hours first. Oh, what the? I don't wanna.
That's what Destiny's gonna be. Yeah. It's literally gonna be that. It's like,
course.
you want this gun? Oh, well, you gotta get to this part in the story, and then maybe you get the drop during this strike. It's like
one thing that it was like the least amount of grind was Horizon Zero Dawn for me.
That was the game you got into.
Yeah, and it was honestly like there was no real grind until the game finished.
That was about the last game you got into.
Yeah.
It was earlier this year, so like...
Fantastic game.
I got to 50
I never played it.
In the story. Like, it was ridiculous.
Fun little story. He turned it on. I was falling asleep. I was in and out of sleep. Every time I looked up and got out of sleep, he was in another area. Another color. Doing something else. If you missed it, what is the DLC's about to drop in a couple months? That game looked fun. I never got a hold of it because I hate PS4.
Yeah. Game's still fun. I don't care.
Because I hate PS4.
Game is still fun.
I like the controller, man.
Wow, everybody loves the controller. You're like one of the few people that says you hate the controller.
Is it because you're garbage at 2K17?
Oh, fought shard already.
Is that what it is?
I smell a grudge match.
I just don't like it. I just hate it.
Because was it Xbox 360? Their controller was the best for a long time.
The one I'm playing on right now is a cord white Xbox controller.
Yeah.
It was like I don't even know, off-brand.
No.
Yeah, it's perfect for me. You bought me the badass controller. I didn't like it from PS4.
Oh.
Was that blue one?
The blue one, yeah.
That got destroyed.
Well, because I was messing with stuff, right? I was like editing or something, and I moved a wire and it fell straight into Spark's water.
Why would you have the water close to the bed? Why would you have the water close to the bed?
What are you talking? It's Spark. It was Spark. And it wasn't close to the bed. It was underneath my TV, and it just slipped out of reach. I was like, "Oh, it's in water."
Oh, and then guess what? He didn't tell me straight up. He waited till I needed to play the PS4 again.
It's not true. It's not true.
He said he was waiting to see if it was gonna still work. That's what he was waiting for.
I'd rather test it out before, and it doesn't turn on anymore, so it's fine. Well, it's not fine, obviously. Obviously.
Are we almost done?
Yeah, almost done.
Okay.
Well,
any last words?
Already?
I'm hungry.
What do you want to eat?
I actually am a little hungry too. I actually am a little hungry too.
What do you guys want to eat?
All day.
Whatever they got on the inside.
If they
we don't have dollars.
We got waffles. We got the wafers.
Wafers?
No, wafers. Yeah, that's it. You got dice?
See you guys next time.
That's Jawjacking.